So guess what? We're pouring concrete again. Stick around. All right, so I went ahead and avoided all the details of pouring the concrete because I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks in a row. Now, real quick, the reason we've been pouring so much concrete lately is because, as you guys know, down here in Texas, it rained for about 2 months straight. It would not stop. So we had all these slabs we needed to pour. So as soon as we got a break in the weather, that's what we've been doing. It is 10 a.m. right now. And as you can see, we are almost done pouring this thing. We're just waiting on the last truck. The pump already folded up. He's ready to go. He's cleaning up right now. So huge difference as compared to last week. This one we were able to get started at 5 a.m. in the morning. And you know, the plant didn't break on this one. So that's 180 yards poured out that you see on the ground. So at 10 a.m. on this slab, we're already farther ahead than we were on the last one when it was cold. So just a huge difference. I mean, temperature plays a huge difference in concrete. Freezing temperatures are not good for concrete, but neither are 100-degree temperatures, right? So like today, it's 45 degrees, it's perfect. 50 degrees, 60, it's just perfect concrete pouring weather. But you know, as you guys know from the last video, this is all straight sack, 3,000 straight sack, and actually the porches are 3,500 straight sack. The idea is I want to get out of here about 2-3 p.m. today. 4 p.m. It really doesn't matter as long as we get out of here with there's still daylight. So as you can see right there, running the bump cutter, just you know, making sure the concrete's flat. As you guys know, I'm a big fan of flat concrete. Most concrete guys, hell, just about anybody, they just assume it's flat. Concrete is, you can almost assume it's never flat. All right, let me give you a quick little update. It's 2 o'clock p.m. right now. As you guys know, we started pouring at 5 a.m. and it's going pretty good actually. The porches are almost done. We're about to start brooming. The shop is almost finished. We got maybe one more pass and then we'll be done with the shop. There's rain all around us, believe it or not, but we have not gotten any, so we've been lucky. You can tell right here, just right here in the shop area, they got a little bit more to go, but the rest of it is all done. So the porches, which are right here, one of them, the breezeway, there's the other porch on the back side, and the carport, they got about 2 more passes with a trowel machine, and then we're going to be able to broom them. That's gonna just leave the house, but even the house maybe has 3 or 4 more passes to go, just because we slicked that one off a little more than the porches. But you know, it's 2 p.m. right now. I'm hoping by 5 p.m. we can get out of here. Again, that's if we get no rain. There's rain all around us, but we're hoping it'll miss us. Now, the reason the porches have dried so fast as compared to everything else is because the porches are 3,500 psi concrete. So like I told you, you know, if you get 3,500 straight sack, it's gonna dry a lot faster than 3,000 straight sack. So you might be asking, why the hell didn't you just get 3,500 for the whole thing? Well, multiple reasons. So let me tell you why. 3,500 psi straight sack dries faster. That's a given. The reason I didn't get it all 3,500 is because, as you know right now, it's a good thing for it to dry faster. However, if they encounter traffic, plant goes down, or anything that may happen that slows down the flow of the trucks, that would give us a cold joint. So as you can imagine, it's not always a good thing to get it to dry really fast. So once we got the house and the shop poured out and I saw things were going well, I changed to 3,500 psi on the porches to be able to, you know, let that concrete catch up to everything else, and it did. So that was actually a good plan, and it was a good plan because it worked out. If it had not worked out, it would have been a bad thing. So, you know, that's kind of my job. I'm always having to gamble and try to figure out the best way to do something without actually going overboard and causing an issue. again, things are going well here. Again, hopefully two, 3 more hours and we'll be done here. You see that guy over there? He's really hauling tail with a trowel machine on the house. So what he's doing right now, he's troweling with combination blades. Let me get out of the way, out of the noise. So, as you guys know, we pour it, then we bump cut it. We run the float pan 2 or 3 times. I think we run it 4 times on this one. And then we use combination blades until he gets it almost finished, you know, where he's about 2 passes short. And then we use the poly blades on the house here because it's going to be stained concrete. So again, things are going well if it doesn't rain, so fingers crossed. So attention to detail is extremely important to me. All he's doing right now is taking a wet sponge and just rubbing it over the edge and smoothing out all the trowel marks on the on that lip. And you know, all that's gonna get covered up, but I still like it to look really nice. You know, it's part of our image, the way I see it. So those of you that know concrete might be wondering why we're going up and down and not side to side. Well, it just makes it a heck of a lot easier to clean. You take a water hose, you spray it, water runs right down, it's clean. If you do it across, it's a nightmare to clean up. Now, I also like to do light broom finish, and we use a horsehair broom for that. And as you can tell, it does a really nice job. It just needs enough friction on your feet so that you don't slip and fall, and a light broom finish is all you need. Alright, so he's almost done with the combination blades. You can see he already gave it a couple more passes. It's starting to take shape. So now in the background you can see the other machine with the poly blades. So this one right here, we're about to pull it off, and then we can do the rest of it just with the poly blades. I've been using poly blades for about 4 to 5 months now, and man, I tell you what, I'm really falling in love with these blades. They just do an amazing job on finishing concrete, especially when we're going to stain it. If we're not going to stain it, I don't use the poly blades. We just use a combination blades or finishing blades, just the regular metal blades. But when we're going to stain the concrete, these poly blades, you just cannot beat them. They just do an outstanding job. So I'm gonna go show you right quick on this slab. He just went ahead and ran the combination blades, and now we're going back over with the poly blades. You'll be able to see the difference. I mean, it's obvious. You can see the finish on the combination blades, and over there you can see the poly blades. There it is. It's pretty obvious where the poly blades are troweling. It's just a beautiful finish. Man, those poly blades do a hell of a nice job. Man, you don't need to take my word for it. You can see it yourself. Well, there you have it. We got it done. It is 5:30 p.m. so this pour took slightly over 12 hours. I'm glad we started that early. As you can see, the light is fading really fast. I mean, it's gonna be dark, you know, in about 15-20 minutes it'll be dark. So again, I'm very happy with the results. Again, this is the house part. Then we have a breezeway, we have a shop, and then we have porches front and back. So 3 sides they have porches. The back side over here is where we're gonna have the AC pad right there. That's for the AC pad. The water's coming in right there, electrical. So this side of the house is where all the water, electric, and septic are gonna be. It ended up being about 2 feet off the ground, so slightly elevated. That'll give them a nice view out that way. There's a tank over there, stock tank, that you can't see from here, but it's gonna be a nice view. I don't want to walk on there right now because it's still again, we just finished it, so I don't want to put any footprints on there, especially because it's going to be stained concrete. But you can tell right here, this is where the anchor plates are. We're going to weld all the columns to that. So again, very happy with the results. You can tell, I mean, just nice clean edge right there, straight forms. That's what you want. You want a nice job. I'm real picky with my guys, but I mean, you know, I can actually be proud of the kind of work we do. Again, you can see the forms right here. They're about 2 feet out of the ground, slightly elevated. So again, this is the front of the house. The shop's on the right, carport right there, and then that's the house part, that's the shop, breezeway right down the middle. And then on the back side over there, that's where the pool is going to be. We're gonna have a pool back there. So look forward to this one. You guys, I'm sure you guys will too. This is gonna be one of those, another one of those big, nice ones that we do. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a great Thanksgiving, and I'll see you next week. If you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. We are Texas Barndominiums.